Hi everybody. Okay, I'll wrap this vlog up. Like I was saying, just in general, I'd kind of rather have a shorter video than a long video. And the reason for that is if I want to rewind or fast forward, remember, I'm doing this all on my iPod or iPhone. Um, it's hard to rewind or fast forward when the thing is 46 minutes long. You know, you end up, you go from the 13 minutes to, say you found something at the 13-minute mark that you thought, oh, that was cool, I want to go back and watch that again or something. You swipe down to, in essence, rewind the video, and you're back at the beginning. Or you have a moment of, I don't really want to watch this. I love the vlogger, but I don't necessarily need to see this, do I? You swipe up, you're so far into the future, there's like, it's like, it's easier to rewind and fast forward in smaller increments when you got only a 6, 10, 15-minute video. But really, iMovie would have been good on a day like today because I had like 3 or 4 videos, all of which was, 3 to 6 minutes long, maybe, I'm guessing. I haven't actually put all these up and watched what the exact time frames of them were. But that could have been a 16-minute video, or each one of those parts could have been, part 1 and part 2 could have been spliced into one. And part 3 and part 4 could have been spliced into one. So you could have had 2 4 to 8 minute videos that were, each one was 4 minutes or something. I don't know what the answer is to me learning iMovie. Part of it is, again, last time I had someone trying to teach it to me, he was able to make it work because he could see the stupid little menu thing that only stayed up for a few seconds. And, he could see where the button was to push. With VoiceOver, you're supposed to be able to find the button and then double tap it. Well, with this particular button, it doesn't stay up for very long, and when you do find it, it's like the place to tap is where the video is, literally where the video is on the screen. And if you can't orient yourself to where the video is on the screen, you're kind of out of luck. But there's got to be a way to do it, you'd think. Actually, I think maybe that problem may have been resolved in iOS 9. I've been reluctant, at best, to upgrade to iOS 9. What I'm kind of waiting for, honestly, is to get either an iPhone or an iPod that's new, that's got iOS 9 on it, and then I'll just, along with it will probably come the latest version of iMovie, and hopefully that problem will be resolved. I was thinking about this last night, and I'm gonna probably get, like in the next few days, get an AT&T. I found an old phone like an old MSG or GSM or GSN or whatever, whatever the abbreviation is, of phones that would work on T-Mobile or AT&T, or is there another unlocked GSM kind of thing, where it's a matter of the SIM card versus a matter of, well, you got this from Verizon or you got this from whatever the other few of them were. Anyway, I found an old phone that will work as an emergency call the lift because my Verizon phone sucks in here. AT&T phone. That will work for now. Until I can save up to get like a 182 gig, 128 gig, dyslexia anyone? 128 gig iPhone with AT&T. I mean, I think you can probably get a prepaid iPhone. You just have to actually buy the iPhone. It wouldn't come. I mean, I'll ask them about the viability of that option. I can tell you it's going to cost more to get the iPhone than what I have right now. So I'm thinking start with just the emergency old clunker that will still place a call for my emergency needs as far as for the work thing. And then get either that or I could get the 128 gig iPod. Whatever I get, well, anyway, I was thinking about tying this into the iPhone and getting the 128 gig iPhone, and I don't know, maybe I'll do that, maybe I won't. But the point is, until I get the newer iOS device, and I know you're going, well, why don't you just upgrade the iOS device that you got? Mostly because of voice memos. If they would come up with a resolution to the voice memos app issues, I don't know if I've talked about them up here before, but I use voiceover. I use voiceover all the time, yes, but I use voice memos pretty often, and until we can either find a resolution to the problem that voice memos seems to have in iOS 9, or we find an app that's just as good as voice memos that will replace voice memos, that'll let me do the same thing in voice memos, to where I don't care about how voice memos acts anymore, I'm not really interested in upgrading to iOS 9. Not on an iDevice that I already use. But I don't know, for YouTube's sake, I might think about it, or, like I said, I might just I need to get a YouTube-specific iOS device anyway. I thought I had one in this, but it's a 32 gig, and making a bunch of videos, you eat that up like a starving cat eats his kitty chow. So anyway, I'm gonna call this the end of today's vlog, unless something comes up to inspire me later. Thanks for watching and being patient with me in terms of these tiny little videos. Really could have looked better if you would have put iMovie to work. One of these days I'll learn how to do that. Anyway, talk to you later. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.